Throughout time, people across the world told each other tales of how they came to be, of heroes and monsters, romance and tragedy, death and rebirth. Mythology helped shape the ancient world, explaining the unexplainable. This is Mythology Unleashed. Arthurian legend has no shortage of mystical characters. A particularly mysterious figure is the legendary Lady of the Lake. Variously described as a fairy, a goddess, or an enchantress, distinctly associated with the element of water, the Lady of the Lake is a magical being, best known for her role in King Arthur's story, granting him the magical sword Excalibur, and for her relationship with the magician Merlin. The character of the Lady of the Lake has gone by many different names, depending on the tale, but most modern audiences know her best as Nimue or Viviane. Nimue is the most prominent fairy of the mystical island of Avalon, and likely a descendant of Diana, the Roman goddess of the hunt. In the narrative of Arthurian legend, the Lady of the Lake first appears when the fabled sword in the stone is shattered in combat, and Arthur must find a replacement blade. Merlin takes the young king to the lake where Nimue resides, and instructs him to cast the shards of the sword into the water. As they were about to row back toward shore, the Lady of the Lake arose from the waters with the sword fully repaired, granted magical powers, and given a new name, Excalibur. She grants Arthur ownership of the mystical blade, under the condition that he fulfills any request from her thereafter, and that the new and old religions could coexist peacefully within Camelot, cementing a bond between Camelot and Avalon. Nimue was also said to have raised Lancelot after the death of his father, King Ban, with the aid of her lover, Sir Peleus. Within her fairy realm beneath the lake, she infused upon him traits of great wisdom and courage, and educated him in arts, writing, and swordsmanship. When Lancelot grew into a nigh peerless warrior, she sent him unto the kingdom of Logres as the nameless White Knight, and would continue to aid the young knight throughout his travels, healing him in fits of madness, and granting him enchanted items, a sword, a lance, a tent, a mirror, and most importantly, a magic ring that had the power to dispel any enchantment placed upon him. The Vulgate Cycle tells of how the Lady of the Lake enchanted the powerful Merlin. It should be noted that it is not clear if this is the same figure who bestowed Arthur Excalibur and raised Lancelot, or if this is someone entirely different. Regardless, the Vulgate Cycle names her as Viviane, and has a human origin story, being the daughter of King Dionys of Broceliande, and niece to the Duke of Burgundy. Due to an enchantment placed upon her by the goddess Diana, she was made so beautiful and so alluring that Merlin, with all of his powers and talents, was unable to resist her charm. She refused to give him her love until he has taught her all of his magical secrets, after which she used this new power to seal him away forever. Though Merlin knew beforehand that this would happen, thanks to his power of foresight, he was unable to counteract her because of the truth this ability of foresight holds. Merlin decided to do nothing for his situation, other than to continue to teach her his secrets, until she took the opportunity to entrap and entomb him. In some versions of Arthurian legend, such as Thomas Mallory's Le Morte d'Arthur, Nimue would go on to become Arthur's magical advisor, as Merlin once was, even going on to save him from Morgan Le Fay. The final appearance of the Lady of the Lake comes following the Battle of Camlan. Arthur was mortally wounded following his fateful duel with Mordred, and he instructed one of his knights, Sir Bedivere, to cast the sword Excalibur into the water. After much hesitation and repeated command from Arthur, Bedivere finally cast Excalibur, and in that moment, the Lady of the Lake arose and caught the mystical sword. She and other fairies of Avalon would then take Arthur to the mystical isle, where it is said that he will remain until Britain needs him most. The Lady of the Lake is, in a word, mysterious. No one quite knows who or what she really was. A fairy, a goddess, an enchantress, a human-turned-sorceress. Was she good? Was she evil? Perhaps a bit of both? Could she have been multiple different people, as some tales suggest, or just one enigmatic figure whose very presence rattles the status quo of Arthurian legends? Whatever her character and identity may be, the Lady of the Lake remains a mysterious and prominent, truly enchanting part of Arthurian legend, a fantastical saga known for many enchanting and mysterious aspects.